Injuries are piling up for this Houston Texans squad. Are injuries going to cost us this game against the Jaguars? Let's talk about it. Go, Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back, man. We are the shit, man. We the Houston Texans podcast, bro. We not even the Bull Run Sports podcast. We the Houston Texans podcast channel. You know, we the one stop shop. It's where you need to be. It's where you need to come to. So congratulations, you found us. This is your first time here. This the one stop shop. We the top dogs. Bull Run Sports, man. We are preemptively recapping the Super Bowl run. Even though, look, Omar, a lot of fans have completely hopped off the bandwagon, bro. Like, they are not in belief that this is a Super Bowl capable squad anymore, man. So y'all holler at us in the comment section. Are y'all some weak ass fans? Y'all some of these people that's hopped off? Or
we're riding. That's all right. Look, the more that jumps off, the more streamlined the boat gets, and the faster we get there. That's the way I see it. So, you know what I mean? If you off the boat already, then we ain't really need you on here in the first place. If you're already off the boat, were you ever really on the boat? Probably not.
Really? Yeah. Come on. You're going to take losses. You're going to take, and sometimes losses going to look worse than they supposed to look, but it still counts for one loss. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got our ass whooped. We took an L. It counts as one L. Guess what? We 2-1. So, look, I'm not trying to be overly optimistic right now because we haven't played a good game all season, and we've talked about that. You know, we on to the Jags. Hopefully, we can put a good game together. But damn, who we gonna have out there, Omar? Who? I mean, a lot of our guys are hurt. You know, so look, I don't want to bury the lead. Let's jump into it. All right, Tank Dell, just like we told y'all last week, you know, with the speculation of Joe. I don't know why teams do this shit, bro. They like, oh, so and so players like day to day. He might play, he might not play. I guess to throw off the scent of the opposing team or whatever. But bro, we told y'all Joe Mixon wasn't playing. It was no chance, you know. So if you watch this show, you knew not to put him in your fantasy lineup. You knew not to expect him on the field. They didn't officially announce it to like an hour and a half before the game. But I'm telling y'all right now, Tank Dell ain't playing. Tank Dell ain't playing in this game. All right. Don't get your
Jimmy
hopes up.
Ward is another one too, man. That one's an interesting one.
We said in the offseason, bro, Jimmy gonna miss games because that's what Jimmy do.
That's wild.
That's just what Jimmy do.
Larry Tunsil gets false start penalties, and Jimmy Ward's gonna miss a game.
That is, yeah.
I mean, look, we're talking. All right, so Tank Dell. So this is Thursday's practice. You guys are listening to this Friday morning. Thursday's practice. Nico Collins limited.
Yeah, that's the big one, bro. That's the thumbnail. That's what's got y'all here right now. All right.
What is going on with that?
Look at what it says, bro. It's not good. You know, when you get a player on an injury report like late in the the week, it says unspecified. All right, but look, I'm gonna tell y'all what it is. It's a hamstring. That's not good. All right. No. I don't know why some fans they'll see like, oh, it's just a hamstring. No, that's almost the worst possible thing it could be. You know,
for a wide receiver.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
they gotta run. They need the hamstring to run. It can't tighten up on them. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's one of those like, what do you call it? Like, man, when it's an undefined determination of time, like it's an indefinite timetable for that recovery. I hated seeing that, bro. If Nico Collins is dealing with a hamstring, I mean, hell, Dameon Pierce is dealing with the hamstring injury, bro.
Right.
We haven't seen him
already.
Yeah. So anyone that you know was like, oh, what's going on with Nico, and saw it was a hamstring and felt good about that, you a lunatic. You out your mind.
You know, the other thing is that usually the limited practice is a positive indicator, right? You're like, okay, he got some practice in. They're probably just sitting him for like, no. He was full blown practice, and then he got hurt, and then they sat him down.
Yeah, man.
Which is not a good sign. I mean, we are not in a good spot right now, injury-wise. If we're going to have both Tank Dell and Nico Collins out, that means it's going to be a Stephon Diggs show out there, probably, most likely.
It's going to have to be, right?
Bobby Trees is going to be out there.
Yeah, Omar, what did we talk about all off season that people are in our comment section like, why y'all so much about these guys? Why y'all not talking about the big dogs? This is why. This is why right here. The depth piece is so important to this team. This is why we were scrutinizing so much. Like, what of these receivers in the offseason playing these preseason games at these practices are going to step up and be a part of this team? This is fucking why right now. Right. You know, we got Xavier Hutchinson. Look, John Mechie hasn't been active all season. He's going to be active, Omar. You know, he's going to see some action. I think Hutch is going to get a lot of those reps that Tank Dell would get, right? They're a similar style player. Obviously, Tank is, more shifty. He's the better of the two, obviously.
Right.
But I think you'll see Hutch slide into that role. And we're gonna have to see Metch out there too, especially if Nico is hurt, man. It's not good, but we playing the Jags, Omar, and how you feel about us going up against the Jags with a limited roster?
So here's the thing. You know, I told you this when we got out, when we jumped on. I was like, I don't even know why we're talking. Why are we talking about the Jaguars? I know you're not supposed to do this, right? And this is blasphemy. You're not supposed to look past anybody. That's why they're called trap games. You're not supposed to look past anybody. Everybody's got a puncher's chance any given Sunday. Yada yada yada. It's the fucking Jaguars we're talking about here, man. They suck. Stop. They suck. Massive rhinoceros dick right now. They cannot play 4 quarters of football without looking like the little giants out there. Okay, and I know what you're saying, bro. I know what you're saying. You're saying,
I don't agree with this at all. I don't agree.
Do it. You're telling me you told me don't do this, but I have to do this because here we are. We're going into week 4, right? And we're thinking week 4, which is a quarter of the season. Okay. If I cannot stand here as a Houston Texans fan and say, I am not worried about the Jacksonville Jaguars, we are not going to the Super Bowl. It's that simple, bro. It's that simple. If I can't stand here and make that proclamation, having the team that we have, regardless of the injuries that we're going through at the moment, regardless, if I can't sit here and be confident that we're going to beat the Jaguars without having to worry, there's nothing that I'm worried about.
Oh,
maybe Etienne. Maybe Etienne. I'm worried about maybe Etienne in the run game. But if we cannot win this game, we have no business. If we cannot win this game, we will not win the last 4 or 5 games of the season when we start getting into where the big dogs are.
I agree with that. I agree with what you're saying right there. But I don't agree with you in saying like, oh, we shouldn't be worried about the Jags, or oh, we should just have a cakewalk against the Jags. We shouldn't even be prepping like all of this, bro. First of all, it's a division opponent, bro. It's a division opponent. Like currently right now we're recording Thursday night, for a Friday morning release. The Dallas Cowboys versus the Giants game is still on. But all intents and purposes, bro, Dallas has always been, historically, like they kind of teeter with the Eagles, right? But they've always dominated the Giants, just in the record wise. But I think that's a close game right now. And I don't know, by the time it's over, hell, Giants might win that game. My point in all of that is saying, with a division rival, bro, you can never just count them out. You can never just be like, oh, we about to bludgeon them. We about to get them. We about to eat. They know us.
It's not so much me counting them out. That's not what this is. I'm not saying that I'm counting them out. What I'm saying is that we should be able to handle business against them.
Should be the key word. Like we said, bro, we haven't played a good game all season. We haven't looked good yet. We should on paper, we've won the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? But we haven't put it all together. We haven't played a complete game yet this season. And obviously we got our ass whooped because of it, week 3. But I'm worried about this game, Omar. I mean, I think you'd be silly not to be. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the injuries.
Okay, the injuries is one thing. So we're running out our second string guys, but this is again back to your conversation about us and how we put so much emphasis on our depth, right?
Yeah.
Even if I'm a little bit concerned about this Nico Collins situation, but even then, what is it that you're concerned about when it comes to the Jacksonville Jaguars?
Look, they're not a high school team, Omar. They're still a professional NFL team. They're going to go out there. We talked about the fact that they're desperate. They have to win. We begged the question in our last episode, is this a must win? Maybe not. It's not a must win for us. Like we need to win it. We have to win it. But for them, it is a 1,000% must win game. They got to win. They have to win or their season's over. Their coach is fired. They got to make so many decisions, so they're playing with desperation. They're not a terrible team. And we're down a bunch of horses. You know what I'm saying? This has the makings of an upset, and then we talked about the fact that we're probably going to catch the L against Buffalo. And it will be a collapse for us, man. And I'm worried about that. It just
100 yards passing, 100 yards rushing against the Dolphins. I mean, 120 yards rushing, barely 200 yards passing against Cleveland. The Bills absolutely annihilated them. Yeah, 92 yards rushing, 140 yards passing against the Bills. I mean, what are we talking about here?
Don't do that, bro.
What are we talking about here?
Don't do that shit, bro. Look, if you're watching right now and you like siding with Omar right now, you need to stop your shit too. All right. Look, the Jags, they still gonna go out. They gonna put up their best. They gonna play.
Hey, that's great, man. That's great. You ever seen that video of that of the little guy like swinging at the big guy and the big guy holding his head? You ever seen that?
I heard it. I've heard of David and Goliath too. And
I heard
Goliath went down.
But I don't read the Bible.
We ain't
so
even playing
worried about that. I'm not even worried about that. That's I dismissed that.
You ain't worried about the most famous underdog story of all time.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that. That doesn't fit my narrative. Okay, I don't want to hear about that because it doesn't fit my narrative. All right, I'm talking about the little guy that's swinging at the big guy and the big guy holding his head. That's what I'm talking about. That's the analogy that I'm pushing right now.
Oh God! Hey,
if we can't listen, dog. What I'm saying is if we can't, if there is not a team or a game in the season where we can do this, is it not this game?
Bro, if they weren't in our division, man, I would say, yeah, this the team to just stomp all over on and make an example and have our coming out party. But anytime you play in a division rival, you can't just put a win in the win column before you play the game. You can't. Even if we had our guys fully healthy, but coming in all banged up. We haven't even mentioned Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon ain't even been at practice, bro. So he's most likely not even going to play. Damian Pierce ain't been at practice. So this another Cam Akers game, another, JJ Taylor, I think, got elevated. Dare Ogunbowale.
Yeah, Dare.
Bro, we down so much, man. It's crazy. We coming in this game banged up. They ain't about to just roll over, bro. They ain't trying to go 0-4. So I need y'all to be a little bit more worried about this game. I say y'all because I know it's folks out there watching this like, no, Omar's right. Fuck you, bro. Omar's right.
Y'all sound off in the comments, man. Here's the thing, man. It's almost one of these situations where if we can't beat the Jaguars come Sunday, if we don't get this win,
and
a decisive one, I'm talking about a shellacking, just like what Buffalo did to them. If we can't do that to the Jacksonville Jaguars, how are you and I sitting here honestly talking about where we're supposed to be going this season?
I don't know, but I'm gonna tell you what, that ain't gonna happen. We ain't gonna look like the Buffalo Bills. It's just not gonna, bro. What we need to focus on is getting out there and making sure we can play the fucking fundamentals of football.
Well, yeah, I mean,
look, I don't know if you've seen these press conferences, man, that they've had with D'Amico and Bobby Slowick, man. These guys are trying to convince us. They're like, oh yeah, we're good. We cleaned it up. We fixed all the problems this week. We got with the offensive line, and we're good. Don't ask anymore. They're like, don't worry about it. We're good to go. Bruh, you ain't body. They think we're dumb, Omar. They think we damn fools. Okay. You
know what's crazy?
Convince me that everything is good. I mean, that's like you can't. It's not talk. It's like when you in a relationship and shit like that, or you talking to your kids or whatever. It's like, look, I don't want to hear what you think you're gonna do.
Right.
We gotta fucking see it. We need to see it on the field, and we haven't at all.
You know what's interesting is that, and we're not gonna beat this dead horse, but there's been so much coming out recently about Tunsil that, like, he doesn't practice. He doesn't show up. Obviously he doesn't show up for OTAs, doesn't show up for, like training camps. He does the bare minimum, to the point to where they've said that he has to be like bargained with to get him to go to practice. Like crazy? They have to like, hey man, if you like, we'll give you XYZ, but you got to come to practice, and he's taken on like this bigger than life persona as a left tackle and hasn't been practicing. And it's like, well, okay, that makes, a lot of that makes sense, that like, that's why he's doing what he's doing. It's a culture thing. It's a character issue. It's you know what I mean? It's not that he can't do the job. We know he can do the job. He's one of the best at it whenever he can execute his position.
Yeah.
But now it's okay. Look, we had to come into Jesus with him. He's fine. We're good. It's all been taken care of.
But they really
Dude's been fucking up since Bill O'Brien was our head coach. Now all of a sudden y'all got the magic formula, huh? All right.
Just half a week of practice.
I'm from the what they say. I'm from the show me state.
Yeah. Got to, bro.
I don't want to see a single offensive false start penalty from Laramie Tunsil against the Jaguars.
Dog,
for me to believe that we're headed in the right direction.
Yeah. Do you know how bad the crowd is gonna eat his ass up if they call number 78? It's gonna be, he might cry, bro. Because obviously we know they sensitive, him and Titus Howard. Good catch, great catch by you. I gotta shout you out, bro. Great catch by you. Our last episode in real time. You logged on to Twitter just to like catch some sound bites from Titus and realize like, oh damn, this dude ain't on Twitter no more. The very next day, it's the biggest talking point in like local media, bro. And I'm like, damn, Omar caught that shit like in real time.
What a baby,
bro. So sensitive. We already talked about the fact that Laramie Tunsil looks like a giant baby.
Yeah.
Big bald ass head, like the build of a fat baby. And he acting like one too. Him and his boy, bro. They some pussy ass. No, it's sad, bro. I mean, it's incredibly sad. And hey, look, if y'all going to the game, you at the game on Sunday, bro. If you hear number 78, you hear that number call, because they don't call. They're not gonna call your number for anything good.
No,
you hear number 78, and the team start backing up. Just boo, please boo as loud as you can, man. Let everybody know. Let him know. Let D'Amico know. As a fan base, we ain't tolerating this shit, man. We ain't tolerating it. He gotta sit down. He gotta sit down on the sideline, Omar.
Yeah. I mean, you almost got to take him back in the back just for his own safety, don't you?
Yeah. Throw shit on the field. Nah, don't do that.
That's called inciting a riot, sir. You can't go to jail for that. If the president went to jail for that, you can go to jail for that, sir.
Yeah, don't throw stuff on the field. Don't listen to us.
They're gonna be testifying in court. Hey man, I was watching Bull Run Sports, man. The boys told me to throw that sandwich at the coach. You know, I just did what they told me to do, man.
No, but Bull Run Sports, man, we don't encourage that type of behavior, but we do encourage y'all. Check out our merch shop. All right, man. We got definitely baddest merch. Only the real fans are wearing it. Look, we don't want y'all to lose momentum after we took the L in Minnesota. All right. And if we take this L because our guys are injured and stuff like that, hey, still support your team, still be a real fan. All right, like that. Look, we've gone through worse times. The expectations are sky high this year. We understand that. It's a marathon, not a sprint, though. And look, obviously, we got to start at the starting blocks right now. We got to get the fundamentals down. Then we'll be able to play the ball that we need to play. But in the meantime, y'all get y'all some merch. Y'all get y'all some shirts. Look real good when y'all go to the games, all right? So we made it easiest for y'all to hit the merch shop, all right? Just scroll right there in the description link, man, and you'll get right to it, bro. But, man.
Fatukasi went from not practicing at all on Wednesday to a limited practice. And then Kenyon Green went from a limited practice to a full practice. So that's positive.
Yeah, that's not all bad, right?
Patterson went from a limited practice to a full practice, and Schultz went from a limited practice to a full practice. So
he usually on that, bro. The big one, bro, because we know, look, Dell gonna be out. We really gonna have to monitor Nico. We might have to do an emergency pod later on.
As soon as we get the latest and greatest on Nico.
Yeah, because that's gonna be the big one to look out for, man. Joe Mixon ain't gonna play. Damian Pierce ain't gonna play. All right. So y'all heard it here first. It's official. Lock it in. Don't put them in y'all fantasy lineups. All right.
Yeah.
The one on the other side of the team, bro, for the Jags. If we really gonna win this game, dog, like I say, I'm worried. I know you ain't worried, but the one that I'm worried about, Evan Ingram. If Evan Ingram can't play, I think I feel much better. I feel much better if he can't go. And
it's going to come down to whether or not look, he's so far did not practice last 2 days. Not looking too hot. Not looking too hot for Mr. Ingram.
He's a huge part of their offense, bro, and he creates matchup nightmares, especially for us, man. Like I say, we hadn't played great on either side of the ball, honestly, man. You got a, big, strong, athletic tight end that's fast, big pass catcher. It's a problem. Like I say, he's probably their best offensive player, and if he can't go, then that bodes well for us, man. So we will see, man.
Doesn't matter. We're gonna smoke him anyway.
Bruh, the sloppiness has to clean up. Look, I've mentioned the Cowboys game. I was watching a little bit of the Cowboys game. I don't know if that game is still on or not, but bruh, they look just as sloppy as we did, bro.
Oh, what? Look, it was the third quarter, the beginning of the third quarter. No, the end of the second quarter. They already had 10 penalties.
Yeah.
Cowboys. I was like, oh, Jesus.
So terrible, man. They're looking like us, man. Like they gotta, but look, their left tackle is a rookie. The laundry was coming out for that guy. Like, our guy is a veteran, the highest paid on the team. There's no excuse.
Right.
There's no excuse.
And I messed up and I left Singletary in my lineup, bro. I was so mad. I was mad. I was gonna switch him out for Chuba at the last minute. I got Chuba on my bench.
Yeah, man. That's how it goes, bro.
That ran me kind of hot. But anyway. We'll see, man. I mean, this.
You want to talk about Josh Allen for a second, man? Looking like he was throwing a little shade at our boy.
Look at this guy right here. Oh, hold on, it's not letting me. All right, y'all ready? Let me know if you should be able to hear this. Right here.
It's a fun and wonderful thing when you got a bunch of guys that don't care about the stats, they don't care about the touchdowns. And again, I think throughout practice, we've just had this mindset of like, hey, let's just do things the right way and find ways to win football games. That's what we're doing. It's a fun and wonderful thing.
Boy, that sound like a mad ex-girlfriend. Oh man.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. It do sound like a little bit of shade being thrown, but at the same time, it's like, is he, or is he giving props to his guys that's there? I'm sure.
Nah,
I'm sure.
it's shade. Nah, it's shade.
Yeah,
It's shade.
yeah. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that one.
Yeah,
It's
he chose violence. He chose violence on that one. He knew exactly what he was doing. He knew exactly who he was talking about. And hey, man, I don't understand why. I mean, they're doing great. I don't know why he's worried about, digs and making those kind of comments. And you know what I mean? It's like, come on, bro, you better than that.
You're
Why
right. It do sound like a bitter ex-girlfriend, bro. Like even though you with somebody new, you doing your thing.
Exactly. Everything's nice.
Still on the mind.
I don't know, man. I think it's funny, and because of that, it's the reason why I'm damn sure putting Stephon Diggs in my lineup this week.
Oh, bro, yes, you be a damn fool. Look,
between that and the fact that Dale's gonna be down, hopefully Collins bounces back.
Hopefully he's back by the Buffalo game, bro, because we gonna need all hands on deck for that game.
Yeah, that's gonna be
the way they looking, bro. They definitely looking like Goliath. We gonna be David in that situation, dude.
Yeah, we're gonna be the little guy swinging.
Yeah, it's I'm shocked, honestly, man. Going into the season, seemingly, obviously, they lost Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis, and they drafted a rookie. Obviously, they did the damn fool shit, which I was extremely pissed about. They moved back and allowed Kansas City. They traded with Kansas City, allowed Kansas City to draft Xavier Worthy, when it was like, yo, y'all need a receiver. Why are y'all trading with Kansas City, like y'all's rival, and allowing them to get a very solid receiver that y'all could have picked up on y'all squad? So all of that stuff just indicated that, okay, Buffalo's going to regress. They're not going to be good this year. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how good is Josh Allen without like solid receiving weapons? And bro, Josh has come in, is like, I'm gonna show y'all.
I'm gonna show y'all what I
do. I'm the guy, man. So, whoo, it's a much tougher game than we originally predicted, bro. And at this point, like right now, coming off the L that we took and coming off the ass whooping that they gave, how are you not predicting that game to be in the L column? For us, how you not? It's just it's looking like that one gonna be rough, bro. So that's why getting this win against the Jags.
That's what I'm saying. Just like you're calling that one an absolute L, I'm calling this one an absolute. It's the same thing, bro. We're saying the same thing.
No, we're not.
We're just flipping. We're just flipping, bro. So explain. Convince me. What are you worried about on the Jacksonville Jaguars?
I've already said it.
If anybody not named Etienne.
I mean, I've already said it, bro. I mean, like I say, Trevor Lawrence ain't a scrub. Like the entire league.
So you're worried about Trevor Lawrence?
But the entire league has kind of started out slow out of the gate, bro. Like starting slow off the blocks. It hasn't been the same passing league that you've seen at the end of last year, right? And eventually they're gonna figure it out. They're gonna get it together. Like I say, Trevor Lawrence is not. Everybody wants to call him a bust and everything right now. He's definitely not lived up to the expectations, and definitely the new contract that he just got. But he's not terrible. You know what I'm saying? And our defense, bro, Sam Darnold was just dancing around in the backfield, bro, for like 10 seconds, just picking out whoever the fuck you want to throw the ball to. So if you give a decent quarterback in the NFL time to throw the ball, he's going to find people, bro. I mean, it's just, I don't know. You can't convince me that going up against any NFL team is just going to be a cakewalk, especially considering how we've looked so far this season. We have not looked like the team that obviously we know that we're capable of looking like, and eventually we will look like, right? I mean, hopefully it's not just bullshit that D'Amico and Slowick are talking like, oh yeah, we cleaned it up. We got to see it. We got to see it first. Right. But as of right now, sight unseen, no, we're still a very undisciplined team, causes a bunch of penalties, shoots ourselves in the foot, and we're going up against a very, very desperate team that has to win this football game. So that's my reasoning, bro. It's just, We got our work cut out for us.
So you're worried about their desperate. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like you're worried about their desperation. I mean, like that's. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about Trevor Lawrence all of a sudden walking onto the field on Sunday and finding his inner spirit or something. Like they're just, again, to me, if they're not named Travis Etienne, I'm not worried about anybody else on that team. There's nothing about that team that, even in the situation that we're in and coming off of a demoralizing loss last week, that I point to and I go, that's, you know what, we got to take care of that, because if we don't take care of that guy, we're in trouble. We're in for a long Sunday afternoon.
Bro, I'm a hate our post game, bro. Because obviously in this situation, I do not want to be in a situation where I'm like, I told you so. I want to be wrong so bad, and I want us to just beat the shit out of them, and I want you to be right, and I want you to be like, see, I told you. But dog, we cannot feel this way going into the game.
Listen, I got to stand on business, man. I felt this way since we made our first predictions. I told you we are not losing a divisional game.
You did say that.
I've been saying that since the beginning, bro. We have to dominate our division. If we do not dominate our division, we are no better than all the teams in our division, which are all dog shit.
I don't disagree with you, but also at the same time, like I say, it's one thing of feeling like, yeah, we should do something, and another thing of looking at game film and saying, can we do it? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a heavy want.
I'm saying we can. I'm saying we can.
You sound like D'Amico and Slowick right now, bro. Like,
maybe I drunk the Kool-Aid, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You drunk off the Kool-Aid, dog. You put vodka in that shit right now, dude. I'm not mad at you, but
I'm not worried about the Jags, bro. I'm not worried about the Jags. Who we playing next week? That's what I need to see. Hold on. Who we playing next week?
Oh, man.
I'm not worried about the Jags, bro.
All right.
Not worried about the Jags at all. Oh, yeah, we go to Buffalo. Duh.
Yeah,
Buffalo. Now, Buffalo, that's going to be another one. You want to know what else I'm not worried about? I'm not worried about New England either.
Stop. All right, look. All right, y'all. This has been another episode of we not about to do this. We not about to do this shit, man.
We got Buffalo, New England, Green Bay, and then we're back to Indianapolis. That Indianapolis game at home is gonna be a fun game. I'm still trying to find tickets to that. I have to go to that.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. We honoring the great Andre Johnson at that game.
Yep. Yeah. I have to be at that game. I got to find a way to do it, but man, those tickets are expensive, Bubba. Them tickets are getting pricey.
Worth it, bro.
Nah, I agree.
Yeah,
I always try to pick one game.
Yeah, that will be a good one to go to for sure. But yo, man, I think we've done it. I'm not looking past this game like you are. But the one thing that we will say, we're gonna keep our eye on, we're gonna monitor the Nico Collins situation for y'all, man. We'll do something. We'll get out an emergency episode. Definitely let y'all know the latest update, definitely from the Friday practice report. Dog, if he don't practice for Friday, after Friday practice and it says did not practice, that don't bode well for him playing in the game. It's just that simple, and it's not looking good, man. So all things considered, man, we just can't overlook this game, man.
We're on to Buffalo. I'm on to Buffalo. Not worried about no damn Jacksonville Jaguars and sunshine over there.
Man, y'all know what to do. Hit all the buttons, hit all the YouTube buttons. Look, we're gonna put out our prediction episode tomorrow, right? So tomorrow on the
for Saturday morning.
Yeah, y'all know what to do, man. That's when you got to flood the comments with y'all's predictions of giving the score, and you know what it is. If you correctly predict the score of the game, you win a free shirt from our merch shop. All right. We're going to send it to you. Just holler at us or reach out to y'all. However, you give us the size of your shirt, all that good stuff, and we're gonna shoot it out to y'all. So look, y'all go check out the merch shop right now so you can already have one picked one out. And look, if things don't go your way, then guess what? You can still cop one from the merch shop. All right. It's just that simple, man. It's just that simple. But do all the things. Definitely hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification button, because like I say, we're gonna come to you with that Nico Collins news. So you want to find out here first, all right? But we're gonna get up out of here, man.
Yes, sir. We appreciate y'all watching. As always, we'll catch y'all on the next one. Love y'all.
Peace.
Peace.